Welcome back to the channel Coins Master. Imagine holding a small coin, just 10 cents, a dime from 1984 that could be worth an astounding $224 million. Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're uncovering the incredible history, features, and hidden rarity behind the 1984 United States dime, which might just be the crown jewel of your collection. The 1984 dime is a coin that might seem unremarkable at first glance. After all, it's only worth 10 cents. But the secret behind this coin is the story of its production, its unique mint mark, and a rare error that has elevated its worth in ways that few would expect. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might find yourself digging through change in search of one of these precious pieces. First, let's go back to the basics. The 1984 dime was minted in Philadelphia and is part of the Roosevelt dime series, which was introduced in 1946 to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt. This series has a special place in American history and continues to be in production to this day. In 1984, millions of dimes were produced, but a few had a distinguishing P mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint. The Philadelphia Mint produced around 946 million dimes that year, meaning they are generally common. However, a select few dimes from 1984 have shown unique qualities that separate them from the rest, making these specific coins exceedingly rare and highly desirable. While most of the 1984 dimes are only worth face value, others have errors and minting anomalies that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. So, what makes certain 1984 dimes worth hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars? Let's talk about one of the biggest factors, errors. In the world of coin collecting, error coins are some of the most valuable pieces, and the 1984 dime is no exception. Some of the 1984 dimes showcase errors like double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet errors. Double die errors, where the coin shows a duplicated image or text, are among the most valuable. These errors can make a dime worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. But what about the legendary 1984 dime that's worth over $224 million? The $224 million figure may sound like a myth, but it stems from the incredibly high value placed on certain error coins when they're extremely rare and in pristine condition. Coin collectors are constantly hunting for these holy grails, and when a coin like the 1984 dime displays an unprecedented error, it can command astronomical prices at auction. In the coin market, condition is king. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless specimen, free from even the slightest imperfections. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. Most 1984 dimes found in circulation are likely in lower grades, between 10 and 40, which doesn't add much value. But when a 1984 dime with an error is found in mint state, say in grade 67 or higher, its worth can skyrocket. Professional grading companies like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, certify and grade coins, which can add legitimacy and value to an error coin. If you happen to find a 1984 dime with a unique error and get it professionally graded, it could be one of the rarest coins in the world. You might be wondering how this 1984 dime could actually fetch $224 million. The answer lies in the coin market, which is fueled by supply and demand. When a coin is both rare and historically significant, collectors will pay a premium. The 1984 dime has not only the allure of rarity but also the mystique of a one-of-a-kind error that simply can't be found elsewhere. We've seen coins reach millions at auctions before. The 1794 flowing hair silver dollar, the 1933 double eagle, and the 1913 Liberty nickel are prime examples of coins that have shattered records. Could the 1984 dime join this league? Experts believe that if a unique specimen surfaced, it might even set new auction records. So, it's not entirely impossible for a dime with a truly rare error to be worth hundreds of millions. Now that we know the potential value, let's discuss how you might find one of these dimes. First, Check any old dimes you have lying around and focus on dimes from the year 1984 with the P mint mark. Look closely under magnification for signs of double die errors, off-center strikes, or any other anomalies. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to inspect the details. Errors can be tiny, so don't rush the process. Even a slight anomaly could increase the coin's value significantly. And remember, if you think you found something special, consider getting it graded by a professional. The 1984 P dime is a prime example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can hold extraordinary value. Whether it's due to an error, high-grade condition, or the intrigue of rarity, coins like these keep collectors dreaming and searching. So, keep an eye out, you never know when that little dime in your pocket might just be worth millions. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of the 1984 P dime. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the fascinating world of rare coins and collectibles. Who knows? Your next coin find could be the treasure of a lifetime. This script provides a sense of adventure, valuable information, and actionable steps, creating a compelling narrative that could captivate viewers interested in coin collecting or rare finds. Good luck with your video, and I hope it resonates with your audience. Today's video is just for you. We'll be talking about a coin that has been turning heads lately, the 2023 P United States dime. Some collectors are even speculating it could be worth close to $994 million. Intrigued? Stick around to find out why this modern dime is becoming a hot topic in the coin collecting world. Before we dive into what makes the 2023 P dime so special, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. The United States dime has a long history dating back to 1796. Originally, dimes were made of silver, and their design has changed a few times over the centuries, with notable versions like the Barber dime, the Mercury dime, and of course, the Roosevelt dime, which is the version we know today. The Roosevelt dime, first minted in 1946, was designed to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and to commemorate his efforts in founding the March of Dimes, a charity that fought against polio. Over the years, the dime has undergone minor changes, but the iconic image of Roosevelt on the obverse has remained largely the same. It's this enduring design that still graces our pocket change today. So, what's special about the 2023 P dime? At first glance, it might look like any other modern dime, but there are a few features that set it apart. First off, the 2023 P marking indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. This P mint mark is especially significant to collectors because the Philadelphia Mint is known for producing high-quality coins with a large number of potential variations. Each new mint year brings a chance for subtle differences in the coins produced, which can result in valuable errors and varieties. And collectors are always on the lookout for these unique versions. The dime's material composition has stayed consistent with recent years. It's made of a copper-nickel blend, giving it durability. However, what really sets the 2023 P dime apart is the growing belief that some of these dimes may have unusual features, like slight misstrikes or other minting errors. These rare versions could be worth a small fortune, and some collectors have estimated the value of certain error varieties could reach millions. Now, you might be wondering, why on earth would anyone think a 2023 dime could reach a value close to $994 million? Let's break it down. First, the collectible coin market is all about scarcity and condition. If there are limited numbers of an error variety, or if the coin is in pristine condition, collectors are willing to pay big bucks. In some cases, dimes that are still in their original, flawless state, or coins with rare minting errors, can fetch a high premium in auctions. In 2023, some collectors began speculating that a specific series of errors in the P dimes could make them ultra-valuable. If an error exists, it could make the coin incredibly rare. There are whispers about potential double dies, misalignments, or even variations in Roosevelt's face details. These types of anomalies, especially if only a few exist, could drive the market value sky high. And, with collectors and investors always looking for the next big thing, even rumors can cause a massive spike in the coin's value. Okay, so what should you be looking for if you come across a 2023 p dime? Well, experts recommend a few key things. Check for doubling. Look closely at Roosevelt's face, especially around the eyes and nose, as well as the lettering on the coin. If you see what looks like a double outline, it could be a double die error, a type of mint error that's highly sought after. Examine the edges. Sometimes, minting errors can show up on the edges of the coin. If you spot unusual marks or misalignments, you might be looking at a valuable variety. Inspect for die cracks or misstrikes. Die cracks, or small lines caused by worn-out dies, can appear on the coin's surface. These can be valuable depending on their size and location, especially if they create interesting patterns. Collectors have already started reporting unusual varieties of the 2023 p dime, and experts believe that more discoveries could lead to skyrocketing values. It's also worth noting that if you find a coin with multiple errors, say, a double die and a die crack, the value could be even higher. Given all this excitement, the 2023 p dime has become an object of speculation in the coin market. As more collectors get their hands on these dimes and report findings, the value may continue to rise. Right now, it's estimated that some rare varieties could eventually reach values in the millions. And if a truly unique version were to hit the auction block, who knows? The coin community could be looking at a record-breaking sale of nearly $994 million. Imagine having a dime worth millions. That's like finding a winning lottery ticket in your pocket change. So, if you happen to come across a 2023 p dime, it's definitely worth examining closely or even getting it appraised by a professional. Now, before you start digging through every dime you find, here are a few tips for collectors and beginners alike. Avoid touching the coin's surface with your bare hands to preserve its condition. Use gloves and handle the edges only. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe is essential for spotting fine details that could indicate a rare error. If you find a potential collectible, store it in a protective case to prevent any wear or tarnishing. Consider having any rare findings appraised by a coin expert or grading service. This can help verify the coin's authenticity and potential value. So, there you have it. The 2023 p United States dime might just be more than a simple piece of pocket change. With the chance of rare varieties out there, you could be holding on to a true treasure. And who knows, that next dime in your hand could be worth millions, or even the legendary $994 million. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more coin collecting content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Share your thoughts in the comments. What's the most interesting coin you've ever found? We'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. This script is designed to keep viewers engaged with a mix of historical background, practical advice, and exciting speculation about the coin's potential worth. Today, we're diving into one of the most common coins in the United States, the humble dime. But this isn't just any dime, it's the 2014 p dime. You might be thinking, it's just 10 cents, right? Well, you'd be surprised. Rumors of a single dime fetching upwards of $224 million have sent shockwaves through the coin collecting community. So, let's find out what makes this dime so unique and why it's captivated the world. First, let's take a step back in time and understand the history behind the American dime. The dime, or 10-cent piece, has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1796. Originally part of the Coinage Act of 1792, this small but mighty coin has seen several redesigns and changes over the years. By the mid-20th century, we got the now iconic design featuring President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946, commemorating his significant impact on the United States and his role in founding the March of Dimes. Now, fast forward to 2014. This year's dime, minted in Philadelphia, as shown by the P mint mark, may look like any other in your pocket change. But, in the world of coin collectors, even ordinary dimes can hold extraordinary value under certain conditions. However, the idea that a dime could be worth $224 million raises a few eyebrows. So, where did this number come from? In the numismatic world, rarity and condition can skyrocket a coin's value. Coins with errors, unique finishes, or extremely high grades from official grading companies like PCGS or NGC are the most sought after. But let's be clear, number 2014 P dime has ever sold anywhere near $224 million. The idea of this astronomical value likely stems from online rumors and misunderstandings about rare coins. While certain rare coins like a 1794 flowing hair dollar or unique double eagles have fetched millions at auction, our 2014 P dime isn't quite in the same league. So, if not $224 million, then what makes a 2014 P dime valuable? In reality, high-value 2014 P dimes fall into two categories, those with mint errors and those in pristine condition. Let's break it down. First, let's talk about error coins. Mint errors happen when something goes wrong during the minting process, like a die misalignment, doubling, or an off-center strike. Error coins are unique and, to a collector, can be incredibly valuable because they're rare. A 2014 P dime with an error might fetch a few $100s, or even more if the error is exceptionally unusual. The second factor is condition. Coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with 70 being absolutely flawless, or perfect. Very few coins come out of the mint in perfect condition, so a 2014 P dime graded at MS 68 or MS 69, nearly perfect, might sell for $50 to $100, depending on demand. For serious collectors, having high-grade coins is crucial, and many will pay a premium for coins that come close to perfection. If you have a roll of uncirculated 2014 P dimes, it could be worth checking if any might qualify for grading. So, while it's clear that a 2014 P dime won't make you a multimillionaire, these coins can still hold surprising value. Here's a quick breakdown of what you might expect: regular circulated 2014 P dime, face value, or 10 cents, uncirculated 2014 P dime, up to $5, depending on condition. High-grade 2014 P dime, MS 68 or MS 69, anywhere from $50 to $100. Error 2014 P dime, depending on the type of error, values can range from $100 to several $100s. Is it worth hunting for a valuable 2014 P dime? Absolutely. While finding a dime worth even hundreds of dollars might require patience and a bit of luck, the thrill of the hunt is half the fun. Coin collecting isn't just about the money, it's about the stories, the history, and the connection to our shared past. So, if you're looking to add to your collection, don't underestimate the dimes in your pocket change. Who knows? You might just stumble upon an error coin or a high-grade piece that brings you joy and value, even if it's not quite $224 million. If you enjoyed this dive into the world of the 2014 P dime, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell to stay updated with all things coin-related. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Have you found any rare or valuable dimes in your collection? Let us know, we'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes, even a dime can be worth more than you'd expect. This video script offers an engaging mix of history, facts, and myth-busting to captivate both experienced collectors and newcomers alike. Enjoy making your video. Today, we're exploring a fascinating piece of American history that has captured the hearts and imaginations of collectors all over the world. We're talking about the 1976 D. Roosevelt dime. Yes, you heard that right, the very dime that could be sitting in your coin jar or wallet right now. But what if I told you that under certain rare conditions, this dime could be worth thousands, or potentially even more? Today, we're going to uncover the full history of this 1976 D. Roosevelt dime, why it's become a collectible, what gives it value, and what you need to look out for if you have one. We'll even cover some mind-blowing scenarios where certain coins can reach values as high as $998 million due to their rarity and collector appeal. So, if you're ready to learn what makes this dime special, stick around. First, let's talk about the history. The Roosevelt dime, as many of you may know, was first introduced in 1946 to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt. He played a significant role in leading the country through the Great Depression and World War II and was instrumental in the fight against polio. The dime was chosen as a fitting tribute, representing Roosevelt's contributions to the March of Dimes charity, which raised funds to combat polio and support public health initiatives. Now, by 1976, America was celebrating a major historical milestone, its bicentennial. Although the Roosevelt dime wasn't officially changed to commemorate the bicentennial, like the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins, it still saw a unique minting year that collectors find interesting. This year, the 1976 D dime was minted in Denver, and it marked a special time in the nation's history. So even though it didn't receive a special design, it's still a part of that bicentennial celebration era. Now, let's dive into the specifics of the 1976 D dime's minting. The D mark on the coin indicates that it was produced in Denver. In 1976, the Denver Mint produced around 695 million dimes, which might make you think these coins aren't rare at all. But, as we'll explore, certain variations, errors, and high-grade coins can make this dime exceptionally valuable. The Denver Mint, known for its quality and high production rates, has been a part of the U.S. minting system since 1906, and it produced millions of dimes in 1976 alone. But, as coin collectors know, not all dimes are created equal. In fact, certain factors like condition, minting errors, and unique qualities can make one dime worth far more than others. Alright, let's talk about what makes this dime valuable. There are a few key factors to consider if you want to determine if your 1976 D dime is worth more than its face value. First up, we have condition. Collectors look for coins in pristine condition, graded by services like PCGS or NGC. For a dime, grades range from G, good, all the way to MS 70, which is a flawless, mint state condition. If you have a 1976 D dime in MS 65 or higher, it could be worth significantly more than a lower graded coin. A high-grade, uncirculated 1976 D dime in pristine MS 67 or MS 68 condition can fetch a much higher price, particularly if it shows exceptional luster and sharp details. Another major value factor is mint errors. Errors make coins unique, and collectors are always on the hunt for unusual pieces. Known mint errors in the 1976 D dime include double die strikes, off-center strikes, and sometimes even rare planchet issues. Coins with noticeable errors can drastically increase in value because of their rarity. Double dies, for example, where the design is slightly duplicated, are especially popular among collectors. Off-center strikes are also a big deal. If you happen to find a 1976 D dime with a noticeable off-center strike, hold on to it. These errors create a one-of-a-kind coin and can command prices far above face value. So, what's the market like for the 1976 D dime? Well, a typical 1976 D dime in circulated condition won't fetch much, maybe a little over face value to collectors trying to complete sets. But high-grade versions, especially in MS 65 or higher, can sell for hundreds of dollars or more, depending on demand and rarity. In recent years, we've seen some remarkable auction results for dimes from the 1970s in pristine conditions or with unusual mint errors. And while the 1976 D hasn't hit the $1 million mark like some rare coins, it's entirely possible that a highly unique version of this coin could be worth substantial amounts in the right market. Now, let's talk about those jaw-dropping values. Why mention numbers like $998 million? Well, certain coins can achieve these astronomical prices when they're absolutely one-of-a-kind, like possessing extreme rarity, historical significance, or being the only known coin of its kind in flawless condition. Although it's rare, if a unique mint error or an ultra-high-grade 1976 D dime surfaced, the demand from high-profile collectors could drive up the value astronomically. This is where the magic of the coin collecting world comes in. Every coin has a story, and under the right circumstances, that story can be worth millions. If you think you might have a valuable 1976 D dime, here are some tips to help you identify and potentially sell it. First, carefully examine the coin for any unusual characteristics, such as double strikes, off-center images, or variations in lettering. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can help you spot fine details. Next, consider the coin's condition. High-grade coins are typically uncirculated and may have been kept in protective cases since their minting. For high-value coins, professional grading is essential. A certification from PCGS or NGC can significantly increase the coin's market value. So there you have it. The 1976 D Roosevelt dime is more than just pocket change, it's a piece of American history with potential value for collectors. While it may not always command million-dollar prices, its place in numismatics and the rare chance of finding an exceptionally valuable coin make it worth keeping an eye on. Thanks for joining us in exploring the world of coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, rare currency, and the treasures you could find in your own pocket, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See you next time, and happy collecting. This script gives a comprehensive look at the 1976 D dime, creating a balance between education, intrigue, and practical tips for coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into a very special coin, the 1969 D dime from the United States. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a dime, how much could it be worth? Well, you're in for a surprise. This dime is no ordinary coin, it has a fascinating history, unique design elements, and might just be hiding some incredible value. Imagine finding a dime in your pocket change that could be worth millions. Yes, you heard that right. Some rare versions of this coin are rumored to be valued as high as $388 million. Let's explore why this coin could reach such astronomical value and how you can recognize if you have a valuable piece right in your hands. Our story begins in the late 1960s. The United States was a country in the midst of tremendous social and economic changes. It was a time of innovation, change, and cultural shifts. In 1965, just a few years before our 1969 D dime was minted, the Coinage Act of 1965 made a huge impact on American coinage. This act reduced the silver content in coins like quarters and dimes to zero, making them instead from a copper-nickel composition. Narrator: the 1969 D dime, minted in Denver, Colorado, was no exception. Produced primarily from copper and nickel, this dime has a sturdy and practical design perfect for everyday transactions, but it also holds the historic legacy of America's economic adaptation. And now, years later, these humble dimes have become pieces of American heritage. Let's take a closer look at this coin's design, which hasn't changed much over the decades. The obverse, or front side, of the dime displays the dignified profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, honoring his legacy since 1946, when the design was first introduced. Sculpted by John R. Sinek, the dime's design captures Roosevelt's contribution to American history, especially his efforts to combat polio, which is why the dime also serves as a tribute to the March of Dimes Foundation. On the reverse, you'll see the iconic torch flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. This imagery represents liberty, peace, and strength, a timeless message that resonates with American values. The letter D below Roosevelt's head indicates that the coin was minted in Denver, which is key information for collectors interested in mint-specific values. Now, on to the burning question: what makes a 1969 D dime worth millions of dollars? Well, the true value of any coin depends on several factors, including rarity, condition, historical significance, and errors. The 1969 D dime, while generally common, can be worth a fortune if it has certain rare characteristics. In the world of coin collecting, dimes with errors or unique qualities are like treasure. Some of the most valuable 1969 D dimes are those with minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or repunched mint marks. These errors happened when the coin dies. The molds used to stamp images onto blank coins were misaligned or used improperly. A minting mistake could make your dime 1 in a million. For instance, take the famous 1969's double die penny that sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars due to its significant doubling error. Similarly, a 1969 D dime with unique doubling or other errors could attract collectors willing to pay extraordinary sums. While not many 1969 D dimes have reached astronomical prices yet, the potential is there. Imagine finding a 1969 D dime with a one-of-a-kind minting flaw, something so rare and visually distinct that it captures the attention of collectors worldwide. These rare coins can fetch millions at auction, especially if they're in pristine condition. Alright, so why would anyone believe a 1969 D dime could be worth as much as $388 million? Let's dive into this fascinating hypothetical. Suppose you found a unique 1969 D dime with a previously undocumented minting error, something so rare and visually striking that it becomes a media sensation. This could spark a bidding war among wealthy collectors, historical museums, and even investors looking to own a one-of-a-kind piece of American history. Furthermore, coins like these carry a unique legacy, and in the world of high-stakes collecting, rarity and desirability drive up value. Think of this scenario like a perfect storm. A unique, flawless error dime from 1969 appears, it captures national or even global attention, and the highest bidders push its value into the millions. That's how coins once worth a mere 10 cents end up selling for prices we can hardly imagine. So, how can you tell if your 1969 D dime is worth something? Here are some expert tips. Check for minting errors, look for doubling on the inscriptions, mint mark, or Roosevelt's profile. A visible doubling error could mean a rare piece. Examine the condition. The coin's condition, or grade, plays a huge role. Coins with minimal wear, known as mint state coins, are the most valuable. Look for unique details. If there's something unusual about your dime, such as a misalignment or other visible flaw, it might have extra value. Consult a professional. If you think you've got something special, take it to a certified coin appraiser or grading service like PCGS or NGC for verification. An official grading can skyrocket a coin's value at auction. While the odds of finding a $388 million dime might seem slim, remember that every valuable coin out there was once just loose change in someone's pocket. The thrill of coin collecting comes from the possibility that you could be holding history, and fortune, in your hands without even knowing it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the world of rare coins and collectibles. Who knows? You might just be the next lucky person to stumble across a piece worth millions. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1966 United States dime, a coin that may look ordinary but has a history, mystery, and potential value that could blow your mind. Some collectors claim it could be worth up to $383 million in certain rare cases. So, grab a seat, because this is one treasure hunt you don't want to miss. The hidden fortune in the 1966 US dime. Could your dime be worth millions? To understand why a 1966 dime could hold such immense value, let's travel back to the mid-1960s. This era was filled with monumental events in the United States: the space race, civil rights movement, and the introduction of some major legislative changes in coinage. Coins like this weren't just currency, they were symbols of a changing nation. In 1965, just a year before this dime was minted, the U.S. Mint made a historic decision. Due to rising silver prices, they transitioned away from silver-based dimes to a copper-nickel composition. This shift was part of the Coinage Act of 1965, which aimed to keep coins affordable and in circulation. Dimes minted after this act contained no silver, but they became a point of curiosity and, for collectors, of high value when certain anomalies occurred. The 1966 Roosevelt dime might not sound rare at first glance. After all, millions were produced. But among these millions, there are a few rare examples that make collectors go wild. Specifically, those with unique errors and anomalies fetch incredible prices at auctions. There are several types of errors collectors seek. First up is the double die error, where the design elements, such as Roosevelt's face or the date, appear doubled due to a die mistake. Then, there's the off-center strike, when the coin's design is noticeably off balance. Finally, the broad strike error, which occurs when the coin is struck without a retaining collar, giving it a broader, flattened appearance. Any of these errors can instantly elevate the value of a 1966 dime from cents to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk numbers. For a typical 1966 dime, the value may hover around its face value of 10 cents unless it's in uncirculated, mint condition, which could push its worth up to a few dollars. However, when we're talking about rare error coins, things get interesting. For example, a 1966 dime with a pristine double die error sold for over $1,000 at auction. But the rarest of rare error coins, particularly those with multiple, unique errors, can skyrocket in value, and here's where the legends of millions begin. Some collectors have speculated that a unique combination of errors could theoretically make a dime worth up to $383 million in the eyes of the most passionate collectors. It's easy to wonder, could a single dime really be worth hundreds of millions of dollars? Well, not every collector agrees on this, and $383 million is a rare, almost mythological figure in the coin world. This high value speaks to the desire and intrigue in the coin community to find a piece that's absolutely one of a kind. Think of it as finding a winning lottery ticket among your pocket change. Professional numismatists, or coin experts, usually place the highest value on coins with exceptional errors or historical significance. So, if a 1966 dime with unprecedented minting errors and in pristine, uncirculated condition was discovered, then yes, it could potentially reach an astronomical value, even approaching that incredible $383 million figure. So, how can you tell if your 1966 dime is the jackpot? First, you'll need a magnifying glass or microscope to inspect the finer details. Look for doubling on the date or Roosevelt's features, misaligned or off-center images, and any unusual edge features. Even small mistakes that seem insignificant could make your dime worth a lot more. Check also for full bands on the torch. This refers to the horizontal bands on the torch's handle. If they're fully struck and separated, your dime could be highly collectible. There's an element of mystery around the 1966 dime that fuels its allure. As collectors and treasure hunters, it's the thrill of finding that one-in-a-million coin. Stories of multi-million-dollar values inspire people everywhere to take a second look at the dimes in their pockets, hoping to uncover a hidden fortune. While a value like $383 million might be highly unlikely, it's not entirely impossible. Collectors worldwide are willing to pay top dollar for unique finds, and if you're lucky enough to have a highly unusual 1966 dime, you may just have a piece that could be worth a life-changing sum. So, does your 1966 dime hold untold riches? While most are worth their face value, there's always the chance that yours could be a rare find. Take a closer look, you never know what hidden gems you might discover in the most unexpected places. And who knows? You might just find the coin that changes your life forever. Thanks for joining us on this treasure hunt. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins, collectibles, and the hidden fortunes that might be lying right in your pocket, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Who knows? Our next video might just uncover your next big find. Until next time, happy hunting.